In Europe, basically flying is just a mode of transport, and nearly everyone can afford to fly. And we usually rely with the budget airlines such as Ryanair, EasyJet, FastJet, etc., etc. However, there are certain things which you need to be very careful when you are buying these tickets. Whenever they sell the tickets, they always try to hide some information, or they want to siphon your money on the day of traveling. What do I mean? Be very careful on your luggage. What amount of luggage are you allowed to carry? Because, for example, if you're traveling with EasyJet, they will put your bag in a small bin which should fit inside. If it doesn't fit inside, you have to pay, and when you pay at the airport, the price will be very high for you and you will not like it. The other thing which you also need to be very careful is that whenever you are traveling with these airlines, try to check in online, because if you check in on the airport, sometimes they charge you a lot of money. For example, last time I used Ryanair, if you forgot to check in, or they usually close the check-in 24 hours before your travel, so it means that whenever you try to check in at the airport, you have to pay money. And sometimes they can even charge you 70 euros or 70 pounds for you to check in with Ryanair. So they try to maximize their profit. They will advertise, oh, tickets is 20 pounds, but in reality, you end up paying more from what you have bargained for or what you were expecting. And also, whenever you are checking in, try to avoid those things. Yeah, you need the extra seat, extra room, which ticket seat number. Avoid those things, because whenever you do that, they will also increase the cost of the total price of your ticket. Then the other thing which I also say is that it's quite subjective, but what I ever discovered is that when you're traveling, if you're a person of a color, try to avoid to be saved by immigrants. For example, I had I was victimized by one of the employee when I was checking in my ticket, when I was about to get into the plane. I was the only one who was being asked a lot of funny questions, my identity, to identify myself. And it's very common, when you are here in Europe. If you are a person for color, you're always suspicious, and they always pick you for security checks, and you're always sometimes detained. They want to make sure who are you, and I always get that. I always see that quite often. But others, they are nice, but some of them, they are horrible to us. But anyway, in terms of flying, this budget airlines, their pilots, they are very professional and less turbulence. They are like, the weather is it was good, so I didn't have any complaints in terms of flying. But food, you're not safe. They have to buy inside, and it's very expensive. A Coke can buy it for £5, which is not